Hi, this is BB Ukraine Analytics. My name is Bogdan Butkevich and I'm Ukrainian journalist and blogger.
Hi, and I'm Olena Vostrova, a Ukrainian vlogger. And first and foremost, we want to thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for supporting Ukraine. Thank you for supporting us and our channel. Here we give you the top news, analytics and insights from Ukraine, about Russia-Ukraine war and Ukraine inner politics from a Ukraine perspective.
We want to thank Andrew, Alex and operator Starsky for inviting us to take part in the Good Morning Kyiv stream on Mercado Media. It was really very supporting for us. Thank you guys, you are very cool.
And we are really glad to see that a lot of people who watched that stream have subscribed to our channel. Thank you a lot. Now we have enough subscribers to develop our channel and start our own streams, and we are really looking forward to this live communication with you.
We hope to launch streams pretty soon. And this video we will tell you about one of the very serious threats. That's about Iranian missiles.
The American Institute for the Study of War says that Iranian and Russian officials may conclude an agreement on the sale of drones and missiles after the expiry of the relevant restrictions stipulated by the UN resolution on October 18.
The expiration of UNCCR 2231's missile restriction in October will empower Iran to export missiles on missile-related technology without international oversight, providing Iran with an opportunity to fill the Russian needs, the institute says.
Analytics note that Ukrainian and Israeli intelligence reports indicate that Russia is seeking to acquire Iran's Fateh-110 and Zolfaghar ballistic missiles, both of which have a range of 300 kilometers or more.
Russian Defence Minister General Sergei Shoigu traveled to Tehran on September 19 to discuss strengthening bilateral defense and military cooperation with Iran. ERGC Aerospace Force Commander Brigadier General Amir Ali Hajizadeh greeted Shoigu on a tour on Iran's drone missile and air defense arsenal at the Aerospace Force headquarters in Tehran on September 20, the institute reminds.
In December 2022, US and British officials warned that Iran was about to hand over missiles to Russia to solve problems with its depleted stocks.
In May 2023, US President Joe Biden's administration announced that Russia was seeking to purchase more drones from Iran after using up most of the 400 drones that had previously purchased from Tehran.
Iran is also helping Russia build a drone manufacturing plant in Yelabuga, Tatarstan, which will greatly increase Russia's supply of drones and contribute to its war against Ukraine.
Let us remind that recently the director of Israel's Foreign Intelligence Service, David Barnea, stated in a comment to the Times of Israel, the Iranian authorities intend to supply Russia with missiles and related equipment in addition to the kamikaze drones that Tehran is already selling to the Kremlin.
According to the head of the Mossad, we are talking about both short and long-range missiles.
Tehran has already tried to sell such weapons to Russia, but the deal was broken.
Barnea didn't disclose other details. We fear that the Russians will instead give the Iranians what they lack: modern weapons that will definitely endanger our world and maybe even our existence here, Barnea stressed.
The media also reported that Russia had given Iran Yak-130 plane to train new pilots.
If Iran does sell these missiles, it is unlikely to turn the tide of the war completely. However, this will help the Russians to launch massive attacks on the civilian infrastructure of Ukrainian cities. First of all, energy supplies in winter, to commit genocide with cold and darkness.
That's what the Russians tried to do a year ago. But the Western aid in air defense and equipment, as well as the inept tactics of the Russians in missile attacks, helped Ukraine to walk over the edge of the abyss and still not fall into complete blackout.
Although several times the Russians were very close to the goal. There was even a brownout in November 23, when the entire country was without electricity for almost 3 days, and the energy system was miraculously raised from the ruins.
It is obvious that the Iranian missiles will be used primarily for attacks on civilians.
After all, the Russians have enough missiles, weapons for missile attacks on the front.
But in order to create terror on the style of what the Nazis did in 1944-1945 in Britain, with constant shelling by FAU and FAU-2 missiles, Iranian weapons are the best fit.
Taking into consideration that the missiles are ballistic, Ukraine almost for sure will not be able to shoot them down.
After all, there are quite a few Patriot and SAMP-T complexes capable of knocking down ballistics in Ukraine.
Thus, it is a matter of whether the West will openly, in front of the eyes of the whole world, allow the delivery of weapons for purely terroristic activities, from one bad guy to another bad guy, in order to publicly kill people in a country supported by the West.
On this background, you know, the eternal hesitation of Germany with deliveries of Taurus cruise missiles or American ATACMS, look rather dubious from the point of view of demonstrating determination in the fight against evil. As we can see, the enemies of the West did not wait and did not hesitate.
Deliveries of these missiles can significantly affect the amount of money that Ukraine will need, and also the number of human victims.
How to disrupt this transfer? To extend the United Nations resolution banning the supply of such missiles. However, it is obvious that neither Russia nor China will allow such a resolution to be voted on.
Therefore, the West should dramatically speed up the transfer of new Patriot air defense systems to Kyiv.
And finally, provide missile complexes and grant the right to use them on the territory of Russian Federation.
After all, the best way to counter a ballistic missile is to hit the launcher before the missile itself is launched, or to destroy the production sites where these missiles and drones as well are produced.
The fact is that Iranian kamikaze drones used in the latest attacks on Ukrainian cities are filled with European components, according to a secret document sent by Ukraine to its Western allies.
So, in this document, Ukraine also appeals for long-range missiles to attack production sites in Russia, Iran and Syria.
Well, the pressure on Iran itself and its patron China should be created. The West should understand that China and its vassals only understand force, and the game of escalation management or controlled escalation only makes sense until the enemies of the democracy seize the initiative.
And this is exactly what the Russian Federation and Iran are trying to do now with the tacit connivance of China. That's all for today. Please write your comments right under this video.
And sure, give us your like and subscribe to our channel.
Here we give you top news, analytics and insights about Ukraine inner politics and Russia-Ukraine war. So subscribe if you want to get information directly from the Ukrainians.
See you.
Pa-pa.